All right, welcome back. It is August 27th, the last weekend of August 2017. And main question today is the market set up in the one that I've been waiting for? Is this setup in place? And so, we went up to the high of 2485, dropped down in that big wave A, potentially dropping in a big wave 1 one week later. Both happened on a Thursday, and this past Thursday we didn't get that. So what's going on? Do we have an ABC down to 2420 and then followed by an ABC up towards 2470 before the drop, or is the drop going to happen next week? Now, here's the chart for you podcast listeners. I'll try to mention specific levels so you guys can follow along. But on YouTube, I'm showing the chart. And basically the 2452 region. So I'll first give you a clip of what I posted last time, and that's going to show what my prediction was that we would hit toward 2446 and possibly 2452, and that's actually what we hit. So take a listen. And ideally, I would like to see sometime early next week, Monday or Tuesday, or hit the 2445 region and maybe even the 2452 regions. And if it hits that, that could be a potential resistance zone. Unless that turns out to be a larger degree B wave and we could visit close to the new highs once again. But I believe... Alright, so that was the clip from last week. And right now we're just below that 2452 level. We're at 2442. And if you compare this chart with the theoretical chart that I have here, I'm showing the theoretical chart that basically shows the AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I call it a C wave down, and so far, we've gotten that big wave down, B wave bounce, wave 1 down, and that wave 2 has so far formed two spikes, and those two spikes were at that 2452 level that I talked about, and that we reached in my prediction video last week. And right now we're possibly starting the wave 3 down. Now there's also the possibility that we're still in a B wave and we could still move up, but I would say as long as the markets are not green Monday morning, and as long as 2452 is not breached, pressure should remain down. And here's the thing: the setup is in place for a large drop. And when it comes to trading, here's the mistake that I don't want to make. So last time in the wave 1 down, I exited too early. Now with wave 3, I want to be consciously aware that there are several potential support regions, and namely being 2430 as well as 2420. And while it's possible that there's a bounce, it's also possible that sometime this week those levels will get sliced through it. I don't know exactly when, but the setup, if this theoretical diagram were to follow through, it would slice through those support levels. So I don't want to miss out on anything. So if it hits support regions, I might want to sell half or something like that. But I definitely, not unlike last time, this time I want to make sure that I hold at least half position to let it trail, because you don't want to completely miss out on what could be a big move. So that's something that I'm going to consciously try to pay attention to and be aware of. Because if you look at this on a weekly basis, the S&P on a weekly basis, what I'm looking for is one large red candle closing at the low. So that means Friday at the low should be lower than, the rest of the week. So we'll see if that actually happens. At the same time, it is a 3-day weekend. One thing that's going against this possibility is the VIX. So if we look at the VIX, and right now the VIX is at a kind of a low. It's going towards 13. I was expecting as the market falls, it should increase. So that has me a little bit cautious that the drop won't happen this week. And it is a 3-day weekend, and it typically, you're not going to have a huge sell-off into the 3-day weekend. So those are the things that I'm thinking about as well. But other than that, structurally speaking, uh, the theoretical diagram and what actually is happening in the marketplace lines up pretty well. So I would say that there's a chance. It's not for sure, but I think it's worth taking a shot to the short side going into September. And if it doesn't happen this week, it'll probably happen the week after. So we'll see how the markets play out. Right now it's Sunday. The market hasn't opened up yet, but we'll see. And we'll know by Monday morning whether this pattern is still in play. If it is green at all, then pattern's not in play. If it's red, then it could still be in play. So I'm potentially excited about what could happen, but at the same time, I don't want to be too excited because you don't want to be married to any position. So that's the update for now, and we'll see what happens, and I'll be sure to update you guys soon later when I have more insight.